Okay, let's see.
Fevers, will they kill you?
Come in!
Fevers will not kill you.
Son of a gun, you don't say!
Fevers will not cause brain damage.
Speak for yourself.
Fevers will not guarantee that you have a seizure. Fevers will not make you die.
Oh, Dr. Whopper, you give me fever. Hold the onions. Extra tomato.
That is a very important thing to remember because a lot of people go to the emergency room because they think if their child has a fever that they're going to have brain damage or they're going to die or somehow have a seizure. Not true, people.
I blame the internet.
Fevers are simply a sign that something's wrong and that you need to start paying attention. The fever is the way the body often fights off infection, and it tells you that the child may be sick, and so you need to start looking around to see what could be causing it. No children die from fevers. If you think your child has a fever, it's important to check properly with a thermometer. Don't use your hand, it doesn't work. Use a thermometer. And if you get the armpit temperature to show about 99, then they probably do have a fever. Now, there are a few cases where fevers are actually emergencies. In any baby under 6 weeks old with a fever, it is a medical emergency. See my video on newborn fevers for more information here. If your child is on chemotherapy or immunocompromised, fevers are very serious and likely an emergency. And if your child developed a fever after surgery or sustaining an injury, this too could be an emergency. But that's not most kids. Fevers usually start after a cold virus infection within a day or so, and the runny nose and cough then starts after that, or after a stomach virus infection, and then after that fever comes vomiting and then diarrhea. Neither of these are emergencies, but you have to give it a day or so to see what's causing the fever first, instead of immediately running to the doctor when the fever shows up. If you're not sure, you can always call your doctor or the advice nurse from your health plan to help you see what to do next. If you do that, you might be able to save yourself a wasted trip to the emergency room, which means you saved yourself an accidental exposure to nasty diseases like the crud, as my dad used to call it, or leprosy, or in some other cases, a terrible disease that you otherwise wouldn't have been exposed to if you didn't go to the emergency room. So next time your child has a fever, you don't need to get hot under the collar about it. Just try a natural approach, like a cool washcloth to the forehead, or fever reducers like acetaminophen or ibuprofen, using the instructions on the bottle to see if that makes them feel better. Then give the fever a little time to help you see what's causing it. Before you talk to your doc, of course you can always call your doc if you're worried. Thanks for listening to my talk about fevers.
Oh, well, you're welcome, too. Man's lucky I even gave him the time of day.
In a world where disclaimers are boring, one man...
Excuse me, Mr. Movie Trailer Voice Guy, please just read the copy in front of you.
Oh, sorry. This video is intended to give you informative, educational information. It is not intended for you to self-treat or diagnose yourself or your family. Because we want you to make good medical decisions when it comes to you and your family's health. Please first talk to your doctor before trying or attempting any of the information that you have seen or heard in this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on SnoozeTube
And remember to like us on Facebook.
and Tweetybird.